Hey everyone, Lily here. I want to talk about my time using the Sugar Defender for 5 months. Now, I'll share the good and the bad parts and other things to help you figure out if Sugar Defender is the right thing for you. Now, for years, my health felt like a never-ending battle, a constant struggle that went beyond just trying to keep my blood sugar levels within a normal range. It was an exhaustive roller coaster where every high and low on my glucose meter was mirrored by the ups and downs in my energy mood. The relentless tiredness wasn't just physical, it seeped into every aspect of my life, making me feel utterly out of control, as if I was no longer the one steering the ship of my own body. The cravings were the most baffling part. It was as if my body was betraying me, yearning for things that I knew would only make my situation worse. It wasn't a simple matter of willpower. These cravings felt primal, an urge that was almost impossible to ignore. The advice out there made it seem straightforward. Follow this diet, commit to this workout plan, and everything will fall into place. But the reality was far more complex than that. I embarked on numerous diets, each promising to be the key to stabilizing my blood sugar. From cutting out carbs to embracing fat, from fasting to feasting on superfoods, I tried them all, and while some offered a glimmer of hope, the results were fleeting, disappearing before I could even grasp the feeling of normalcy. Exercise routines were no different. I jumped from high-intensity workouts that left me drained and shaky to gentle yoga sessions that were supposed to soothe my stress and in turn my blood sugar. Yet, none fit into the jigsaw puzzle of my life in a way that felt sustainable. They either demanded too much time, energy I didn't have, or they were so gentle they seemed to make no dent in my issues. So, out of frustration, I decided to do my research on the internet. I spent countless nights diving into forums, reading blog posts, and watching videos. I was looking for something, anything, that could offer a glimmer of hope. So one day I stumbled upon Sugar Defender while I was browsing on YouTube. And while I was watching a YouTube video, I saw an advertisement which mentioned the stories of people who've overcome diabetes. So it was very interesting and I clicked on it. So I clicked on this advert and went over to the Sugar Defender website and I watched the whole video on their page. And to be honest, I was pretty interested, but I was still a bit skeptical, and at that moment I went to search for a lot of reviews on YouTube and Google, and here I watched a few reviews which really motivated me to try this supplement. So I decided to try it for myself just to see how it works out for me. So finally I went to their official website and ordered 3 bottles for $177. After I placed my order for the 3 bottles of Sugar Defender, a mix of anticipation and skepticism buzzed through me. $177 was a significant investment, but the potential benefits that could come from this had me hopeful. The stories I'd come across of people who had found some measure of relief or improvement were always in the back of my mind, serving as a beacon of hope amidst my doubts. So, the package arrived in 6 days here in Washington, and with it, a new chapter of my journey began. I decided to document my experience, keeping a detailed journal of everything from my daily blood sugar readings to how I was feeling overall. This wasn't just about seeing numbers change, it was about understanding the impact on my day-to-day life. When I began taking Sugar Defender, I wasn't expecting fireworks or instant magic. I know to see results, I will need a bit of patience. At first, nothing much seemed to change, but then, little by little, I started noticing I felt a bit brighter each day. After lunch, I used to feel so tired, almost like I need a quick nap to get through the rest of the day. But that heavy, sleepy feeling started to go away, little by little. I also saw a change in the kind of snacks I wanted. Before, when I felt bored or stressed, I'd usually go for something sweet. But then choosing an apple or some carrots started to feel just right. It was pretty cool to see myself picking these healthier snacks almost without thinking too much about it. As time went on, these small changes started to make a big difference. My blood sugar, which used to be all over the place, started to get more steady. It was like it found a comfy spot and decided to stay there. This was new for me and I liked it. It meant I could do my things without those sudden tired moments or feeling shaky. But the best part was feeling less worried. I used to always be a bit scared about how my body might suddenly feel off, but those worries started to fade. This means I could really focus on my work, hobbies, and hanging out with the friends, enjoying the moment without a nagging worry in the back of my mind. Let me talk about some of the challenges or downsides you might face with Sugar Defender, because it's important to see both sides before deciding if it's right for you. One thing to keep in mind, which might not be everyone's favorite, is that the results from Sugar Defender can vary a lot from person to person. I've noticed a few discussions where some folks mentioned it took them about 2 months to notice any changes. Others have shared that they saw improvements pretty quickly, within just a few months. For me, personally, it was a journey of 3 to 5 months before I really started to see significant benefits. It was around the 5-month mark when I truly felt the full impact, which for me was a big improvement in how I felt overall. It's key to remember that everyone's body is different and we all have unique metabolic rates and health profiles. So while Sugar Defender has been fantastic for me and for many others, it's possible it might work faster for some and take a bit longer for others. The best approach is to stay consistent with it and observe how it unfolds for you. It made a big difference in my life, so there's a good chance it could do the same for you. Secondly, Sugar Defender can only be purchased at the official website because I would rather prefer to buy it from Amazon, but it's not sold on Amazon or eBay or any other places. But that was no big problem because I still got my Sugar Defender delivered in less than 7 days. The reason I'm saying not to buy from Amazon is there's so many third-party sellers. Let me just show you. Type in Sugar Defender and you can see, look at all these fake sellers selling fake bottles with 0 reviews, and still so many people are buying these fake bottles and then it says it doesn't work. How will it work if you do not order from the original bottles? So I thought I should share this with you and you should know about it. So to help you out, I have put a link to the official website of Sugar Defender from where I bought my own bottles in the description of this video. It's time for you to think about everything and see if you want to try Sugar Defender. To finish up and what we're really talking about, I really wanted to think I could give you a shot if you're thinking about it. It worked well for me and I think it could help other people too. Something that made me feel better about trying it was knowing that if I didn't start feeling better in a couple of months, I could ask for my money back. That made it easy for me to decide to try it. Now, the most important thing to remember is to be patient and keep at it. Don't rush. A good thing takes time. I suggest using it for at least 2 to 6 months to see real lasting changes. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.